So you will come in. I'll introduce you.
Okay. Let me share it.
What's up, Milwaukee and the world? Welcome to another episode of Saved and the City on 101.3 FM with your girl, Iberia. Oh my God, you have no idea. You have no idea what it took for me to even be in this seat right now. Your sister is pouring in sweat, but that's okay because I love each and every one of you. All I got to say is that this is going to be an amazing show. That's what I know. That's what I know. So you guys are already locked to 101.3 FM if you can hear my voice. In the future, if you can't listen from the radio, you definitely can log on to www.ikjjradio.org to listen online from your office, or maybe if you're at the gym. We definitely want you to keep it locked right to us. Be sure to like me on Facebook at Saved in the City. Join my group on Facebook to stay connected. Just search Saved in the City Radio Show. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. I'm everywhere you want to be. If you like what you're hearing, please spread the word to your friends and family to tune in. I could absolutely use your support. I do have a website now. We're still kind of working on a couple things here and there, but make sure you write this down, www.savedandthecitymke.com. Shout out to my continuous supporters, Mima's Kitchen. If you're looking for any kind of cake, caramel cake, red velvet cake, lemon cake, whatever kind of cake you want, you need to hit up Mima's Kitchen at 414-418-0616. Also, shout out to Yarn Junkie for all your continuous support. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. Shout out to Mr. Anderson right next door at Pastor P's on 78th and Appleton. It is Wednesday, which means that it is their 50-cent wing drummies each and every Wednesday. Give them a call at 414-393-0992. It's always dinner time over there, 7 days a week, 11:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Like their Facebook page for weekly and seasonal specials, or visit them at www.pastorpeas.us. Shout out to Luminosity Enterprises for all your marketing support. Power Forward Media, I need you back. I need you back, boy. I'm trying to do it all. Can't wait to meet with you on Monday. CE, shout out. Thank you for all your support. And also shout out to Style by Yaz. We have so many amazing beauticians in our city, but Yasmina concentrates on healthy hair. You know, sometimes, although we love the weaves and the quick weaves and the sew-ins and all kind of stuff that we do to our hair, sometimes you need to let your hair rest. And so this week I decided to let my hair rest. And so shout out to Style by Yaz for giving me a nice little flat iron. And Joshua Jones, shout out, he's engineering the show this week as Joshua's in here. And oh my God, today, there's so many things I wanted to kind of, pretty soon we're going to start doing hot topics where we can talk about all the current events and things that are happening in our world, in the city. Obama did the farewell address last night, and so I'm still a little emotional. I lost some sleep last night over it. I lost some sleep, but I love you. You will always be my president, Obama. We love you, First Lady, and of course your beautiful, beautiful children over here at Saved in the City. So there's so many places that we can go, but today, because God is a God of order, hallelujah. And so today we're going to be focusing on purpose in business. The whole month is dealing with purpose. And so we had Anita Clinton last week, who is an amazing, amazing just person overall. Oh my God. And so we started with Purpose Revealed. Let's just talk about, okay, what am I here to do? And so we discovered that a lot of people have businesses in them. A lot of people have ideas and things that they want to realize. And so when you come to that place where it's like, okay, I get it, this is what I'm called to do, the question next is a lot of time, okay, now what? Now what do I do? So I was like, who can tell us now what? I said, okay, let's get Miss Chantel McKenzie of the Power Network. She's just an amazing, amazing young woman, and I'm so excited that she could be here with me this morning. Chantel, how you feeling?
I'm good. You just called me a young woman.
Yeah,
so.
Did it feel nice?
Look, I feel bad.
Yes, exactly. I love it because I like to get what I love to feel. When people be like, oh, yes, young lady, I'm like, yes, I'm over 35.
You need my ID.
Exactly. So purpose is a big part of what you talk about.
Absolutely.
Before we kind of jump in there, let's talk about the Power Network and the other organizations that you're affiliated, just in case people are just now meeting you.
Sure. So my name is Chantel McKenzie. I am the founder and CEO of the Power Network, spelled POWHER. A lot of people go
right.
Pow Her, but you can leave the H silent.
Yeah.
It's Power. And so the Power Network is my baby. It is my purpose in action, and it is a national network connecting women to resources, inspiration, purpose, and one another. And so we actually will have our 1-year anniversary just on the 30th of this month.
Doesn't it fly?
It does fly, and we have reached thousands of women this year in person. We have reached over 1 million via our social media pages.
Talk about it.
And we are doing the Bahamas this year. We're doing Dallas this year. We'll do Milwaukee again. We're doing Chicago. And so we're excited to be growing.
Oh, I love it. So the Power Network, that's one of many things that you do, but let's stick right there. That was a purpose revealed to you. So how did you discover that, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do? And then how did you walk that out?
Sure. So many years ago, I got to this place. I've always done very well in corporate America and had a really great, thriving corporate career.
Yeah.
But a few years ago, I got to this place that there was this inkling in me that I wasn't feeling fulfilled. The money wasn't fulfilling me. The prestige wasn't fulfilling me. The titles weren't fulfilling me. And I started pressing in and saying, okay, God, there's something more. And when that comes, there's an emptiness that happens inside, and everything seemingly is going well around you. People are thinking you're thriving, but something in you is up at night. And so I believe that when something that loud gets inside of me, then I need to get quiet so I can hear.
Ooh, that's good.
So that being said, I got really sincere in my prayers and in my meditation about purpose. And eventually it started speaking to me. Our purpose is an answer to other people.
That's good.
But
you are the key.
You are the key.
DJs were saying,
You are the key. DJ Khaled has that major key CD out, and this word "key" is one of the words of 2017. Like you have to be a key to unlock some things, and that's what purpose does. Once you unlock it inside of you, then you start unlocking things for other people. So realizing my purpose is to help people, especially leaders, reach their highest destiny and their full potential. And so I started on this road many years ago. And what I want to say for people who, once you discover your purpose, since that's what you asked to talk about, the now what, it may not come initially. I had to rebrand and keep tweaking because when you hear it, it may not necessarily be the time to walk in it. There's still some experience, some things that need to happen for it to come to full fruition.
Sometimes God will give you the vision.
Absolutely.
But then if there's a process.
Absolutely. And we can't abort the process.
But if he shows you the process, you might be like, never mind.
Right. If I knew everything that I had to go through from the time I discovered what my purpose is to get to this place now, that when people meet me, you do get to a place. Now when people meet me, purpose shows up first. They know me by the purpose first. And that's such a blessing.
Oh my God, I love that they know you by the purpose first. And it's a process to get there. It kind of reminds me of just kind of how Saved in the City, this is the 16th show. And so, for me, it was hitting because I've always loved other people and their vision. So and I know you probably can attest to that, getting under other people and undergirding their vision and running with it like it's your own. And what happens is you end up hitting a ceiling because that's their vision.
Absolutely.
And so when God gives you your thing, the sky is the limit. It's like, oh, I can keep going because it's your thing. But I love that when you said that your purpose will show up before you. And oh my God. So there was a couple other things I wanted to touch on. Is how do you maintain it over time? Because that's the part, sustainability. Because ideas, when they come, especially in the Milwaukee area, but they pop up, people are excited about it, and then it kind of goes away.
Right. That's a great question. I think once I knew very clearly what my purpose was, everything has to feed back to that. And so to answer your question, it's about consistency. Who I am is consistently who I am all the time. You were talking about hair care in the city. Like I could go to school to do hair, and I could show up and figure out and gain the skills to do hair, but that's not tied to my purpose. And so that's what happens. We have these schizophrenic brands, I call it, and we're seemingly all over the place. And when I meet people or I meet their brands and it's all over the place, I usually can gather pretty early on they're still in that searching phase. Because once you are steadfast and you know what you were born to do, what you were created to do, there's no left or right. You know, all of me shows up all of the time.
I love it. Now, the other thing is that I've heard T.D. Jakes say this all the time. He was like, you know, you might preach great, you might do this, you might do that, but nobody can beat him being him but him. And so as people are discovering their purpose, they may discover that their purpose is very similar to someone else. So how do you differentiate yourself as it pertains to your own market? Let's talk about that.
Again, it goes back to that consistency and that authenticity. And so, you know, my purpose is to help leaders reach their highest destiny and full potential. You had Anita here last week. Our purposes are very similar, but how we go about them is very different. So as long as I stay authentically Sean and do what I know I'm supposed to do, you know, there was a meme that during the Olympics, when the swimmers were swimming, and what's his name, the champion,
so
the gold.
Don't ask me. I will call.
You guys know who I'm talking about. The tall, skinny guy. Anyway, when he was swimming, his opponent looked at him, and that slowed him down by a few seconds. And so what I would say is the way you do it is you stay in your lane and you rock your lane. Runners don't look to the left or the right, or swimmers. They're not supposed to, because that slows you down. The clock decides who wins.
Wow.
You know, it's not, you know, looking at them is not gonna help you. The other thing is too, is that when you know that you know what you're supposed to do and you're doing it as your authentic self, even if they show up doing what is seemingly the exact same thing, it's not going to be the same, because no one can do Sean like Sean does.
That's all I'm saying. And then I love that. I love what you said about consistency, because at some point the fakes, they fall away. Because the thing is, you can't do something, or you can, but just because it's the hot trending thing to do, you know, because it has to be because it takes work. If you could see, ma'am and sir, I ran all the way home to get my phone. But some people, they'd be like, I ain't got time for this. I don't have this person. I don't have that person. So when it gets tough, can you still stand? When it gets, and so how do you maintain that? I know for me, I have accountability partners. So do you have a circle of support around you? I mean, I kind of know that, but for those people who don't understand, you can't do it alone.
Right.
Talk about that.
Right. You none of us, we can all do something good, but in order to do something great, it's going to require the support of others. And so definitely I have accountability partners. I have sister friends. I have forever friends. I have my family. I have my husband. I have my pastors. I have business associates. And so collaboration is key. That's great. Key. Something else you made me think about this is you're talking about the fakes. Imitation, you can imitate greatness, but imitating greatness does not mean that you'll be effective in the imitation. And so I just want to say, you know, that it's because a lot of times people don't even know they're being fake. They're out here trying to be the real deal, but not understanding the work, as you mentioned.
Oh my God.
And so then the whole follow through and the effectiveness on the other side is less than.
And, oh my God, and this is something else that just came to me. The other part is that, especially this is Saving the City, so we can go there. There are good things, I put good forces that are connected to you, and then there are negative things that are coming to stop you. So if you start to imitate me, those forces may think that you're trying to be me, and you may have to deal with some of the issues that I'm dealing with, and you ain't got the grace for it.
Right.
You know, so it's just like you got this. It's so important. It's beyond just saying, okay, I'm gonna be me, but understanding that there is something that goes along with it. There is a price. There's a price to pay. And so you talked a little bit about your amazing family and all your friends that support. So how do you balance that? Like I was saying, I saw you went to the movie. I want to be like, go ahead, girl, go to the movie, because I know how you work, honey. I know it. So how do you get it in there?
Right. You know, I tell this story often that I think of all the balls I juggle in two different categories. There's crystal balls and there's rubber balls. The crystal balls are my family, the power network, my close friends, my children, my career. The rubber balls are meetings, movies, coffee, etc. If one of the crystal balls drops, it's going to shatter. And even if I'm able to put it back together again, it's going to have flaws in it. And you're going to tell at some point that I dropped it. If I drop my marriage, that thing can get picked back up and put back together. But that flaw may stay forever. Yes. But if I drop a rubber ball, coffee, meeting, not missing the movie this week,
that's good.
Rubber balls bounce. So at the appropriate time, it's going to bounce and I'm going to be able to catch that rubber ball again. And so I would just say to anyone, I talked about juggling. People think the art of juggling is in the catching. It's really, the gift is in the throwing. So you have to know when to free your hands to make room for something else. And that's where the balance comes in.
Oh my God, you're amazing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, she's dropping nuggets. She's dropping nuggets, guys. I wish that we could go on, but the good part is that you coming back. So don't go too far, because we're going to talk a little more towards the end of the show. Okay. But what we're going to do now is go to our music break. We're going to go to No Limit by Tracy Terry. Let's go. Yay. Oh my God. Let me just breathe. Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem. Okay,
so you can get up and walk over. And then, you called me Tracy. I sure did. And I'm about to correct myself when we come right back on. You better sing though. Tiffany Terry, could you come over, please? This has been a great. You guys always say I left my phone. Oh, I thought I left my phone at home. Okay. Let me adjust this. Hi, Chandra. Welcome. I'm running. I'm making it happen. Okay. Hi, guys. Stick with us. Thank you, Anita. I see you, Kiki. Y'all understand the struggle right now. Y'all pray for your sister. Yes. I wanted to try to get this to come down a little. Let's see. Hopefully I'll get it to stay. Yes.
You fix my glasses.
Okay, that's a little bit. You better sing. I like you. I don't even know. I was like, where did I find her? I was just scrolling. I was listening to your music. I was like, you're amazing. I need to meet you. And then everybody knows you. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? Okay, we're back. Okay. So I will make sure that when you come back on, you have everything listed right. So what's going to happen is I'm going to do something called a Word Up Challenge. Which those people who are watching right now, we're going to do the Word Up Challenge. So if you want to put a scripture up, you have maybe about a minute, and you can win a free makeover by Manio Banks. We ain't playing games.
45 seconds.
Okay. Brandon said, what's up? Hey, Brandon. Woo. I love her. Come on with that scripture, y'all. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I absolutely am in love with that song. You know, we do something every week called the Word Up Challenge, and I didn't get a chance to announce it before we went off to break, so I'm going to announce it now. And then when we come back to the other break, then I'm going to announce the winner. So basically, you guys heard Sean and I talking a little bit earlier about purpose in business, how to balance your life, all of that amazing stuff. So give me a scripture on what is purpose in business. Give me a scripture that you can stand on as it pertains to your business, as it pertains to your purpose. And then I will definitely, on our next break, we'll definitely come back. Now, correction to me, I called the girl Tracy, but look, a sister ran, I'm gonna keep using this excuse all day. I ran all the way home to get my phone that was actually sitting right here on the desk. Well, shout out to Tiffany Terry. I'm so glad to have you in the studio.
Glad to be here.
Oh my God, Tiffany, let's talk. Let's talk about your music. Let's talk about, are you originally from Milwaukee?
I'm from Milwaukee, born and raised.
Born and raised. Okay, let's talk. That No Limit is actually a cover piece that you redid. What was the inspiration behind that?
Well, me and my brother, we loved the song, and I was hearing it in the car all the time. And I came home and I said, let's do that song over. He was like, really? I said, yeah. He said, all right, well, let's do it.
Yeah, and just like that, just like that. So let's talk about some of the music. I know you sent me some stuff over. I am a fan. I am an absolute fan. Let's talk about who's on some of your albums, some of your records. Are you the original writer of a lot of the stuff? Talk about the process.
Yeah, I've been singing all my life, ever since I can remember. In my church, I'm a praise and worship leader. I really got serious with the music. Oh yeah, shout out to my church, Jerusalem Baptist Church.
Come on in here, Jerusalem.
My grandfather's the pastor. He's been the pastor for 60 years.
Give it honor to God.
Amen. Okay. Yeah. I got really serious with my music back in like 2005, and I started singing quartet.
Man,
are you familiar with quartet music?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
that's
so
where I saw you before.
Yeah, quartet.
I did. I was like, girl, sing this quartet.
Yeah. So yeah, I got started doing quartet, and then I just kind of eased up off of it a little bit. I said, let me try something else.
Right.
So I started doing praise and worship.
Yeah. So do you have a full album?
Oh,
or is it just...
I have a full quartet album.
Yes. And where can people connect and get your stuff?
www.tiffanyterry.net. They can also pick up that CD from Red Snapper Seafood, which is at 4228 West.
You better connect with the businesses. That's how we're supposed to do. Go get you some fish and pick up
your CD and listen to it in your car.
Tiffany Terry. Yes. Oh my God. So I see Brandon shouting you out. He's an amazing producer.
Yeah, he works a lot with my brother Jarvis Red.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've heard of Jarvis as well. So talk about some of the people that are on your particular songs.
Well, really, it's just me, my brother, and then my background singers. I work a lot with Curtis Eubanks. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah.
Curtis Eubanks,
we all love
Derek
Curtis.
Shrugs, Kayla Shrugs.
Yes.
I work with a lot of different people in the city of Milwaukee.
Yeah. Any events or anything like
that
coming up?
My next event that I can remember will be at John Daniels Church.
Yes.
Good Friday. I'm doing an event with him, and I'm also doing an Easter bash that we do every year with my mother, Michelle Pitts. Are you familiar with that? Yeah, we do an Easter bash.
I know you. I just didn't know you.
I
know your mama. I know your cousins.
And all them. Yeah, so that's what I got coming up.
I love it. Yeah. And you had Saving the City, and this early morning you came.
Oh yes,
I appreciate you. So tell the people one more time where they can connect with you, and then we're going to go to your next song, Leaning on You.
Awesome. You guys can connect with me at Tiffany D. Terry on Facebook. I am Tiffany Terry on Instagram, and you can also reach me at www.tiffanyterry.net.
You heard it. All right, let's go to the next one, Leaning on You. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
Tiffany Terry. Never forget it. I'll never forget it. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Awesome. And so what I normally end up doing is then I'll be sharing your music throughout, my groups and all that type of stuff. And as you have other stuff that comes up, music you want me to play, I absolutely will.
Yeah.
And Becca, what's it, Wiggly?
I just read her.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking.
About the song, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be talking. Okay. So, yes, your name has been all around, so I don't know how can I say the wrong name. I've been saying your name for the last 2 days, so
okay, cool.
Thanks, sis. Okay, so you're going to move out. Chandra, you're going to move over.
Next.
Yes.
I was just thinking, how am I going to put the headphones over my head?
You can go under.
Oh, put it in back.
And just you just have to hold it up a little. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see. I'm going to tell her Feeny is my little assistant. You don't appreciate people today. Fanny, I need you, girl. No, she does all of this for me. No, we got one more interview, Lady Teresa. Okay. Chantel, are you about to win this race? Hilarious.
Oh, no, I just was,
Oh, I see. Yasmina. Look, I'm gonna give it where it's due. We'll give it to Yasmina. I think she was up there. what's going to happen is I'm going to come back and announce the winner of the Word Up Challenge. Then I'll go through something called church announcements. And then I'll introduce you and we'll talk about what you got going on with Grateful Girls. This girl. I said, this girl, you sing, honey. You sing. Woo. Hang tight with us, guys. We'll be back in a little bit. I know you guys can't hear the music. Woo. She's jamming. Woo.
$60 seconds. $20 seconds.
Oh my God, and we're back. Again, you're locked to Saved and the City each and every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on 101.3 FM. And that was the amazing Tiffany Terry. And that song you heard was called Leaning on You. Oh my God, she is absolutely amazing. I am absolutely a fan. Sorry to my Facebook fans who cannot hear the music, but I'll definitely make sure that I share some of her connections to where you can hear some of her music right in our group. So before we went to break, you guys heard me talk about the Word Up Challenge, and we do have a winner. Shout out to Yasmina Carroll. Oh my God, you are the winner of a full face from Press Play Makeup. Anytime you've seen me beat to the gods, it generally is due to the hands of Maniel Bakes, although I have some amazing friends who do makeup. But you guys are going to get a full face, and check this out. On top of that, he's going to travel wherever you are. So if you want him to come to your house, you want him to come to your job, he's coming to do that. I'm telling you, we got great prizes right here on Saved in the City. So make sure that you keep it locked. Thank you so much, Manny, for sponsoring this week's Word Up Challenge. We love you here at Saved in the City. Now you guys know what time it is. It is time for church announcements. And so we're going to talk about some amazing things that are happening right here in our city. We've been talking about Anita, it seemed like all day, because she's just that amazing. But she actually sent me something to the email, and it says, join Anita A.C. Clinton of Anita Clinton Enterprises, LLC, and Chantel Sane of Four Walls Consulting Group each month as they discuss an informative, empowering, and or inspirational book geared toward expanding your knowledge. So those folks who are looking for a book club, this is where you guys need to get locked. If you want to learn more information, just go to their website at www.inkandpaperbookclub.com. Again, that's www.inkandpaperbookclub.com. Their book for this month is Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols. Also, this Thursday, January 12th, just for $25, there's an event called That You May Be Well. And it's going to be happening at the Martin Luther Lutheran Church, and that's at 9235 West Blue Mound Road. And they say, come away to connect, renew, and explore God's call to live well. Experience a few tools for your own journey that can be shared in your ministry among God's people. And so they have a whole itinerary. 8:30 a.m. is worship, 9:15. They have That You May Be Well. It's time to explore the whole person well-being. Connect with colleagues, discuss scriptures. At 11:30, they do a noon walk and talk. So it's time to connect and process with a colleague lunch. 12:45, they're doing My Dependable Strength. These are all parts of their workshops. 2:15 is My Values. 2:30 is Blessing and Sending. Also on January 12th, so there's a lot of things going on. I hate when people say there's nothing going on in Milwaukee. Just tune in to Saving the City. I got you. I'll tell you a couple things. So January 12th also, so after you guys make your way to That You May Be Well event, check out, what is this called? Credit Restoration. I can read. Credit Restoration at Silver Spring Neighborhood Center. That's from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 5460 North 54th Street. They're saying that they will be explaining what financial education services have to offer, and there's also a business opportunity. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is coming up on Monday. Everybody can be great. This is presented by the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center. This happens every year in Milwaukee County Parks. And that's on Monday, January 16th, if you're looking for something to do at 10:30 a.m. And that's located at 1531 West Belich Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh my God, we can go on and on and on. And so I have another event I want to announce, but before we get to that particular event, I want to talk to this week's Milwaukee Treasure. Those people who have tuned in or have been following, you know that the Milwaukee Treasure is an opportunity that I take to shine light on someone who is absolutely amazing, doing awesome, selfless work in our community. And, we take so much time to talk about the negative. What does 53206 look like, and who died? And although these are things that are happening, we have to balance it out with the good. So I love to take this opportunity just to shine light on someone doing amazing things. And so I have Miss Chandra Cooper right here in the studio with us. How you doing, love?
Good morning.
It's the morning.
Yes.
We here. I'm like, Lord, it is the morning time in the winter, and I got a cough, but
right.
We are here. I'm so glad, because I know you got a lot going on. You got an amazing event coming up, right?
Yes.
So I appreciate you taking time out just for you to come here and for me to say I love you.
I love you too. Thank you so much.
So let's talk a little bit about what you do. Talk about Grateful Girls, and talk about that.
So Grateful Girls is a 501c3 nonprofit. It stemmed out of my need and my wanting to give back to the community of Milwaukee. And so several years ago, back in 2009, I went to actually my spiritual mother, and I said to her, I have this need, I have this name called Grateful Girls that God seeded into me, and I said, and I want to plant this and go out into the community and start working. And she gave me her blessings, and she said, well, just go forth and keep your vision tight and do what you have to do. And so we're all about empowering, inspiring, encouraging women, girls, and youth. Yeah. And so we started really slow in the beginning. We had a couple tea parties and a couple vision parties. Yeah. And as the Lord was working with me and also giving me ideas and strategies and vision for the organization, one of the things that touched our hearts or dear is the sex trafficking platform. Yeah. And so because of what's going on in our city and the issues in regards to sex trafficking, we decided to create a specialized group home just for youth. And so our first home opened a year and a half ago, where we
remember the little pink.
We cater to the population of 16 to 20-year-olds, and we've been filled every month since then. And so we're just so excited that we're being used by God, but also being just a help and a resource to young girls in the community that have fallen into this plight. And so what we do is give them counseling. There's different services that we provide, but more importantly, we're just the foundation for them that they need just to be nurturers, to be listeners, to be the mentors to them, and to give them the basic needs that they need.
Absolutely.
And so as we progress on, we're starting another house that will be opening at the end of the month, and that's for a younger population.
That's huge.
Yes.
That's awesome.
The younger population is 12 to 17, and there's so many different organizations that are coming forth to help us get that house together. And so that's another need in the sex trafficking platform as well that we've been working on.
Absolutely. So I know you guys have this event that's coming up, and this is it's not just you. There's a few other organizations.
Yes.
So let's talk. Stay out the game. 101 Youth Summit. Let's talk about that. Saturday, January 14th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You got the speaker minister Danielle Williams. Let's talk about that.
So January is the National Month for Human Trafficking Awareness and Prevention. And so as I do research like almost every day about this platform, trying to get to know things about it and also educate myself and the people around me, it just took, I was like, why aren't there youth conferences and summits for youth in regards to this? So advocates, police, educators, everyone goes to different conferences throughout the year, but there's nothing just for the children. And so I did research outside of our local area, the Midwest area, just nationally. I only saw like 1 or 2 events, and I said, this is all about the children. It's really not about me being educated or you or the teachers or the administrators and medical and police. We need to educate and arm our children. And so alone, I knew that I could not pull this off. But when God gave me the vision and the name, we got the .com, the .org, and I said, I can't do this alone. I don't want to do it alone. Grateful Girls, we don't need to be in the forefront. Let's collaborate with the partners.
We were just talking about that
earlier. Let's collaborate, because you can't do everything alone. You just can't. And why do you want to do everything alone? If you're sincerely doing it for the right reasons, you don't have to shine. You don't have to shine at all, because He knows why you're doing it, right? And so I said, well, let's go to like Pathfinders, because they've been working in the community for years with the children. Let's go to UMOS as well, so we can diversify the people that we touch. And let's make this for boys and girls. And let's just go and do the work, the foundational work, getting to our youth, 12 to 17, and telling them what sex trafficking is. How you can identify it, how you can stay away from it, how parents can talk to their children about it. And so it starts with small NGOs like Grateful Girls coming forth and just doing the work and collaborating and just trying to make a difference. And saving our children as much as we can.
I mean, because it's that whole village mentality. It's not, we, especially in this world, I don't know what that spirit of selfishness is. It's about me and mine, and that's it. But we do have to collaborate. We do need to connect with other people. So again, the event is Stay Out the Game 101 Youth Summit, Human Trafficking Prevention and Awareness Summit, Saturday, January 14th. 2017, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Oh my God. And then they can also call if you think, oh, this is it. This is good. If you think someone is a victim of human trafficking, I'll make sure that I post this in the group too. You can call 1-888-373-7888. You know what? Before we end up going to break, how do you identify that? How are you able to say, I think, how do you know that? Like, what are some of the signs that you could see?
Some of the signs is if a child is coming home with money in their pockets, if they're coming home with designer items, if they're coming home with their nails and their hair done, if they're always on social media a lot, you need to watch for those kind of signs. So those are some of the signs. I mean, it's much more in depth than that. We don't have the time to go into that. But I would like to encourage the community of Milwaukee to come out this weekend, this Saturday, because I think parents will be informed. I think our children will be informed, educators, and it's open for everyone. It's free. There's going to be food. There's activities. It's fun. And
free
we have
bus tickets provided.
Yes.
Come on,
and we have top people
food.
coming to talk with the children and the families as well in regards to human trafficking awareness and prevention.
I absolutely love it. It is showing that it's at 3400 West North Avenue. I don't want to mess it up. Thank you.
Fitzsimmons Boys and Girls Club.
A lot of words and names. Oh my God, Chandra, thank you so much for all you do in the community. Thank you so much for being a grateful girl. And for being our Milwaukee treasure. You are truly, truly a gem. And so now what we're going to do is go to another song by Miss Tiffany Terry. Oh my God, I'm so excited that we have her music in the studio. Let's go, Josh. That was good. Good. Very informative. Thank you. I know you running. Doing everything. Oh my God. Okay, so you move out. Chantel, you're back.
You'll call me when I need it. I'm on fire.
All right. We making it through, y'all. You guys for hanging. I can't really see.
Whatever you want to send me pictures about, if you don't have time to get up there, whatever works. I just want to know how much paint to buy. Is it on this table? Okay.
come back. And so sometimes, you know, when the guest host is kind of sitting over there, I mean, I have some kind of places where we can go, but if anything kind of spark anything you think you want to touch on specifically, that it's like, you know, let's get this out to them about purpose and business. We just want to flow. We got a little bit of time to do. Yeah, I think I kind of want to go with tips, like if we could give them some tips, but kind of what we talked about at the leadership thing, where we're talking about delegation and that fear that kind of goes with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, fear. I think I want to go
okay,
fear.
Fear is always, that'll hold you back.
Yes, okay. Ooh, I got an amount of coffee and be like, I love you so much, please don't ever take off of me. She has like a little job. Oh, gosh. I'm just, you're so ridiculous in an amazing way.
We both worship singers, so we
yes.
like,
seriously, I'm just like,
gotta hit that note.
Yeah.
As far as like this whole crabs in a barrel mentality, people say there's a secrets really the catalyst.
That's very true. And then at some point you do got to share. Like I know we want to hold on to our vision and our baby, but at some point we do got to share it with somebody. You know, to expand it.
Success is growing, not just growing.
And let God do the rest. He'll strip it. You can't, you touch not my anointing. Okay, let me not get all in it because I feel it. I feel it.
I got you.
40 seconds.
I'm sorry. Tiffany, I'm a fan, honey. Oh my God.
So we'll have to explain why we're making faces.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, that Tiffany Terry, honey. That Tiffany Terry. Oh my God.
Over here making an ugly face.
I know. I'm just rocking, and and I like quartet. You make me love quartet music because I love it. Okay, I love you. You're awesome. She's still in the studio. I'm so excited that all you guys are still here. It's always such an amazing energy despite kind of everything that's going on. But oh my God, thanks again, Nashandra Cooper, Grateful Girls. You guys heard the amazing event that's coming up. We'll make sure that we shout that out again towards the end of the show. And then make sure that you join my Facebook group so you can stay connected with everybody and everything that you see that we talk about every Wednesday. So my girl Sean, she's still hanging with me. You still here with me, girl?
I'm still here.
We here. We here. And we was talking. We was like, hey, what are we gonna talk about? Come on and flow.
Because there's so much we could talk about.
Yes, come on. We don't need a script. We just flow from the spirit. So, we were talking, when we were offline, we were talking fear. We were like, yes, fear. We need to talk about fear because that is so important to identify because it can be paralyzing and it can halt. You can stop yourself and you ain't got to worry about nobody else hating on you because you your biggest hater. Let's talk about fear, how to identify it and how to move past it.
So, fear as it relates to purpose and business.
Yeah.
I made mention to you, there's this misnomer. And I'm going to call it a misnomer because I like to call those things that be not as though they are.
Yes.
There's this misnomer, there's this thought in the city of Milwaukee that we have a crabs in a barrel mentality.
Yeah.
And I always say, like, I'm not a crab and I don't live in no barrel. So I don't subscribe to that.
Yes.
But where there is a crabs in a barrel mentality, where there is a competitive nature, where people are fearful of someone stealing their ideas or their purpose, or that's really a poverty mentality, which is rooted in fear.
And it's sitting on the city.
It is.
Because don't go to New York. Right. Everybody got an idea.
We all getting money. We all getting paid.
I mean, everybody. But literally every it's a storefront. It's like, okay, a flower business, 2 doors down, another flower business, and people are thriving.
Because what the poverty mentality says is you don't believe there's enough out here in the earth for everybody.
Wow.
And so here's the thing about me. I empower women. Chandra empowers women. You empower women. Tiffany does it through her music. We can all continue to empower women every day until the day we die. Yeah. And when we leave this earth, there will be more women that need to be empowered. And so that being said, if you are truly rooted in purpose and you want to see your purpose fulfilled in the earth, you're going to support and be happy when you see others walking in it, because the end game is what you're looking at, not the now. Yeah. And it's not self-seeking.
Right. Ooh, that's so good.
And that's how you know you've pushed past fear. It becomes bigger than you. Yes. And so for me in particular, you know, I get phone calls and texts. You know, I do these gatherings, my Women in Wine gatherings, and power networking, and you know, such and such is using the word her. Well, the word her been here a long time.
Right.
Now, I do have a trademark on the word power.
Yeah.
But and a copyright. but the word her, I'm not going to get upset. And the thing is I want the word her, lead her ship, create her, love her. Yes. I want that word out. And here's the thing. It's like the Q-tip. We all call cotton swabs Q-tips.
Right.
Although every cotton swab is not made by the company that makes Q-tips.
Vaseline, ma'am, it's petroleum
Exactly. But the thing is when you're so good they can't ignore you. Woo! Now every time somebody sees Pow, her, or her, they think about me. That's all I'm saying. When you're walking in your purpose, people will attach that to you. And so there's no fear. I'm going to be seen.
Yeah. And what I love, oh my God, I'm going to be seen. And here's the other thing. For those people who are just kind of jumping out into they've discovered their purpose and now they're walking in it, you have to understand that it's not always going to feel right. And sometimes you're going to feel afraid doing it.
Always.
But you do it anyway.
Always.
You know, and so a lot of times you'll see people and it's like, oh man, she's just a natural. This ain't nothing for her. Have no idea the anxiety and the issues and how you have to, or just lack of sleep or whatever it is that you are dealing with on a regular. Right. But God, see, that's why I love that to save the city, because we can go there. But God, because without that particular piece, I may not get up in the morning to do that.
And the humility. Ooh, you know, Paul talked about the thorn that stayed in his side. Ooh. And so to me, when I think about the anxiety, the you know, my husband laughs at me before every event. There's this thing that happens with my stomach, and you do it afraid, to the point of what Brandy is saying. So it's not going to stop you. It shouldn't be a crippling fear, but you do it afraid because everything great happens outside of that comfort zone. Yeah. And he laughs and he says, you know, it's going to be okay. It's always okay. Why do you feel like this? But there's a certain part of me that never wants that to completely go away, because there's humility in that that lets me know that I'm stepping out to do something that's bigger than me. And so, God, I need you to put your super on my natural so we can really impact lives.
Ma'am, y'all need to be paying us for this, because I'm telling you.
Send offerings to save in the city.
You can send offerings to save in the city, and we'll send it to Power Her. Look, you got me saying her. Power. But seriously, wow, do it afraid. And oh my goodness. And even though you have those feelings, that's what I want to get to. TDJ, if you have not noticed, I adore TDJ.
That's my bishop as well.
That's my bishop. I love Pastor Melva. I love you, Pastor Skip. I love you. TDJ is my online.
They're our pastors. Yes. He's our bishop.
He's our bishop, and I'm with it. But he said you should always have a little sense of intimidation when you're moving into different. You should always feel like, okay, ooh, this is new territory, because the moment you feel comfortable, you probably not growing anymore.
It's time to level up. The moment you feel comfortable,
ma'am, level up.
It's time to level up.
Level up. And in that, you know, so you're gonna walk in rooms and feel like I don't belong here, but you do. You know, and so that's where, again, we kind of go back to that accountability circle. Get connected with different networks and like the Power Network, stay connected to Saving the City, so that you can get out there and realize your purpose and realize your destiny. So what are some tips that people can kind of, it's 2017. We kind of talked about some things last week with Nita, but as we're, you know, to make this the most effective year, with realizing your destiny, whether you're just starting or you've been in it a while, what are some tips that you can give the folks?
I think one of the biggest ones you just brought up is that whole stepping outside of your comfort zone. You talked about, being connected to the Power Network and Saved in the City. And for some people, that's a very comfortable thing to connect with women like yourself. Figure out some groups that you normally wouldn't connect with and connect with them too. So many of us, especially those, are out here saying that we are meant to reach the lost. We only hanging around the found.
Wow.
That's one of those things empower women, and you definitely want to have accountability partners and like minds in your circle. But who are you hanging around with that makes you uncomfortable? Where are you stretching yourself? And so get out and network. That's a big tip. Relationships are the new currency. Ooh. And so we have to build relationships online and offline. So what are you doing to take what's happening in your social media world into the real world? Because awareness of your brand and of what you do doesn't necessarily translate to engagement. And if we're talking about purpose in business, the purpose for business is to hopefully monetize on it so you can take care of your family and you can put more seed into the earth. If you're not doing that, then it's a hobby. And I'm not sure if hobbies equate to purpose.
Check and shade, but take it. Just take it. But and here's something else, another little check and shade. But when it comes down to it, as you're growing and you're building these relationships, because this is key, everybody's not your friend.
Right.
And don't be offended if the person that God has sent you to be your mentor, you don't kick it with.
Business is not personal. And even if you do business with friends and family, when we are discussing business, it's not personal. And so, as someone, and I would say you have a predominantly African-American listening audience. This is something we struggle with in the African-American community. In my corporate day life, where a majority of the people don't look like me, they don't struggle with separating business from personal.
Not at all.
But us, it's always like, you my people. You're supposed to look
Give
out.
me the hookup.
Exactly. No. Treat me just like you treat someone else. Respect my business. And if we respect one another's business, then our businesses can grow like the businesses of the majority.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a part about being, I love that. I love that aspect about it, knowing that it's business and we want to treat each other like that. But I definitely want to make sure that you guys hone in, or I want to hone in on this piece about don't be offended.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there are certain people that, they're your hero.
Right.
And because we talked about that, and we have a mentorship group called SOAR. And so some people is just like, you may never meet them.
Right. Offense isn't given, it's taken. And then also know, like, as my public image grows, as my brand grows, there's a lot of people that feel connected to me through social media or through events that I may never personally actually know. And I have had to apologize for people being offended of, me, you're connected to me. And I will say, remember at the end of the day, I'm human, and my memory is only so expansive, and I only can remember so much, and I'm trying to juggle all those balls I talked about earlier in the show.
Maybe I left my phone, I thought I left my phone at home, and I went all the way home, and I came back and it was sitting on the desk. Sorry.
And because I miss it with you that day, it may have nothing to do with you.
Ooh, it ain't about you. I bet you think the song is about you and it ain't.
Right.
Seriously.
And so we just have to, I just choose not to walk in offense as much as possible. And if I am offended, because I am human, so I do get offended, then I check myself and I have the conversation.
Absolutely. Sean, girl, we could have had the whole hour, honestly, just to go in. Oh my God. So before we go to our next song break, please tell the people, just in case some people are just kind of getting to know you, how can they stay connected? Give them all your contact info.
Sure. So connect with the Power Network, POWHERNETWORK, Power Network, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Our website is powernetwork.org. You can follow me on Facebook at Chantel McKenzie. I'm at the friend capacity, but please follow, because a majority of my posts are public. And I love to connect with people. I am a super connector, and so please don't hesitate to connect with me on the Power Network. And I go live every morning via my Facebook page and share little messages. This took the place of that this morning, so I look forward to connecting with you.
Yes, absolutely. Sean, thank you. We definitely have to have you back. Thank you for being on the show. We're going to go to one last song from Tiffany. Let's go.
Thank you.
Yes. That's always getting in. We really be like getting in. Awesome. Okay, we actually can just sit there, because when we come back, it's just going to be the Kingdom Solution. Okay. Thank you guys for sticking with us.
No problem.
Oh, y'all. So, that's the one thing I I know I'm live, so I'll probably shut something right now. But I want to be able to like to engage, because it goes the low, kind of goes down. So we'll get there. I can't do it.
Perhaps an iPad right here, so you can be looking at.
Come on, with one little nugget that just changed my whole life. You know what? You just changed my life. I gotta do that. I got one. Yes. Okay, that's what I'll do. That is what I will do. All right, well, my kids. What's the name of this song, Tiffany? He Lives. See if I remember that.
I feel like we went on a journey with your music. We went from modern to quartet. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Better do it all.
My husband will love this too. We can down. Is it on iTunes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'll make sure I put it in the group too, so we don't miss it.
Yeah, the good Reverend. That's his kind of stuff.
The time flies. Like we literally only got like 5 minutes. When I come back, I do something called a Kingdom Solution. Okay. Because that's the whole premise is Kingdom Solution for real world issues. And
remember we sat down in Starbucks 2 years ago?
I sure did.
Look at you.
Oh, I was like, what do I do? This is the thing. But you know what? Because I had to be open to however God wanted to go. Because it wasn't supposed to be a radio show. I wanted to be a TV show. And I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so, if nothing else, this has really been an opportunity for me just to hone in. Okay, what works, what doesn't work.
And you can do this as a, with the whole web piece of it too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because I don't even really. I got to tap into the actual listeners. I think next week. For the word about just may have somebody call in because it feels unfair to them who's actually listening.
Yeah, they would love that.
Yeah, so I'll probably do that.
Or like I said, even with iPad there, you can take questions. What I do at the beginning of Women in Life, I give out my cell phone number, I let them text.
Oh, true.
If you don't want to be interrupted with phone. Because that way I can control. Because you only have so much time.
True. That's
why
there's so many directions to go, and I just have to. I'm in that whole expanding and trusting, and really like, okay, we got it, because I can't do it by myself.
No, doing a great job.
How much longer on the song?
You got 25 seconds.
Okay.
Looks like it's gonna fade out before, I don't know. Here we go.
Y'all, that's Tiffany Terry. I'm gonna say it every time. That's Tiffany Terry, Lord. Oh my God, this has been an amazing show. Each show it is, and these are all people right here from Milwaukee. So tell me, you cannot tell me Milwaukee doesn't have some amazing things, amazing people that are right here, that are tangible. And oh my God, I'm always so sad at the end of the show. It's like I don't want it to end, but we talked about purpose and business, and you know what time it is. It's time for your Kingdom Solution. And just so you're aware, for those people who are tuning in for the first time, a Kingdom Solution is an answer that comes from the Spirit, one that cannot be tampered with or tainted. It's law, one that gives peace, clarity, and assurance. So this week we focused on purpose and business, which I kind of talked about earlier. And it's the word. It's pretty much you can't go wrong with that. It's what you stand on when everything else crumbles around you. So I got some scriptures for you guys to take away. Proverbs 18:13, it says, to answer before listening, that is folly and shame. So make sure that you hone in and you know what you're talking about. Sometimes you got to listen. And so what I advise people to do is to tap into the Father in the morning. And listen, sometimes don't go in there with a whole bunch of prayers, Lord, what I'm supposed to do for my business today, and just go in and just listen and let God lead you. And then also in Psalms 37:23-24, it says, the Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. Running your business will challenge you in ways you have never considered. There will be days when you stumble, but God will always be there to catch you and lift you back up. Oh my God. So make sure you guys take that. I do have some scriptures in the Saved in the City radio show group. So make sure you, again, lock in and follow me there. Thank you again to each and every one of my guests. Chantel McKenzie of the Power Network. Tiffany Terry. Oh my God, you got a fan over here at Saved in the City. Chandra Cooper of Grateful Girls Incorporated. Power Forward Media. I can't wait till you come back and help a sister out with this Facebook Live stuff. CE, Mima's Kitchen, Pastor Peas, and each of you. Also shout out to Yasmina Carroll, the winner of this week's Word Up Challenge, and shout out to Manny L. Banks for sponsoring this week's Word Up Challenge, a full face. And not only just that, he's actually going to travel to where you are to make sure that you have a nice beat. I think that that's an awesome addition to what he could do. So be sure to follow me, as I said earlier, on social media and to stay connected with all things Saved and the City. You guys, be blessed. Don't be discouraged. Take it to the Lord in prayer. He's there for you. We love you so much. So until next week, be encouraged, and we'll see you next week.
All right. I want to get a picture with you.
Hit your finish.
Yeah, please.